everybody, and welcome to another edition of the ABA Coffee in the Park. My name is Cam Milliken, and I am here with my co-host extraordinaire, Jennifer Herrick, the Executive Director of the Acheson Business Association. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Cam, on this. Well, it's sunny, but I don't know what kind of day it is
I know, it's hard to know. When I got up really early, it was beautifully sunny. Now I don't know what that is out there, but
I don't know if it's clouds, I don't know if it's smoke.
I don't know. But anyway, it's a summer day, and we're coming to you live from the Wall Coffee Roasters in the heart of beautiful downtown Acheson. That's right. So, hey, welcome to another edition of the ABA Coffee in the Park on this sort of sunny day, summer day.
That's right. And we'd like to thank some very important people.
That's right. Tell us who they are.
Well, they are our gold corporate sponsors, which include the MyShack Group of Companies, Genix, Parkland County, and Bow Valley Credit Union.
That's right. Without them, we would not be able to do what we do. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. So, Cam, we don't have a guest today.
No, we don't. And because we thought we would update everyone as to how our summers are going.
Because it is almost, Cam, it's almost the end of July.
Do you know we are halfway to Christmas?
Oh,
we're halfway.
Don't talk
No,
about
I know,
that.
I know. But I was at Costco yesterday.
Please don't tell me their Christmas decorations
No,
are
not
out.
yet. But I know August they'll have trees. But you know what they have out?
Halloween. Yes.
Halloween.
Yes.
I went over. And they have Halloween candy. And I thought to myself,
don't buy it.
no, but I thought if I buy it now, because I don't know when they make that Halloween candy, like 2 years ago for this Halloween or something like that. But I thought if I buy it now, it'll be fresher than if I buy it in October.
Well, only if you eat it now. If you wait to hand it out to kids, but you don't hand out candy.
No, I don't. I turn the lights out and
Hide
go
in
for
your
dinner.
basement.
No, I don't hide in the basement. I go for dinner, but I would eat the candy now. But then I realized, it's dumb. I'm not doing that because it still was probably made 2 years ago for this Halloween.
And you certainly do not get the bang for your buck anymore.
Are you kidding me? Those chocolate bars are like microscopic.
The little Smarties?
They're like this big. Well, nobody can see that, but they're like...
No, and I say Smarties. I guess Smarties are Canadian.
You can't get Smarties in the United States of America. No. I know. When I lived down there, I would have people send me Smarties. Because you couldn't get them down there. Theirs is M&Ms.
I was going to say, how do we explain to our listeners what Smarties are? They're like M&Ms, but they're bigger. And
they melt in your hand.
Yeah.
M&Ms don't melt in your hand. Smarties melt in your hand.
They do.
They're milk chocolate.
They're milk chocolate with a coating like a...
That's right.
Yeah.
Like kind of like an M&M coating, but a little crunchier. Yeah. They're great. I love them. I love Smarties. Yeah. But yeah, they're the box is like 3.
You used to get like 10 in a box. Now you get 3.
Now you get 3.
Yeah.
It's like potato chips in a bag. You get those little bags of potato chips. There's like 4 potato chips in the bag. It's filled with air. You think, this is great. I'm getting 50.
I love chips. And
I know.
It's not even the little bags.
No, it's the big bags.
Store,
I know. It's a ripoff. Everything's like that these days.
But it costs double the amount of money.
You pay more money, you get less.
Yes.
Can you believe that? I saw a picture the other day of McDonald's. Cheeseburger, back in the day, a cheeseburger at McDonald's was 35 cents. Do you know how much it is today?
Yes, I do know, because we have a family of 3, and oftentimes we are on the road for sports.
Yeah.
And so we'll just hit a McDonald's drive-through, $50
$50. Got to take out a mortgage just to eat at McDonald's.
Ridiculous.
I know.
May as well go to a restaurant.
I know.
Because fast food isn't cheap.
It's not cheap anymore.
No.
And like a cheeseburger at McDonald's, I know this for a fact because I bought one the other day, $3.39.
I know, just for a cheeseburger.
And it's no bigger. It's not like...
I think it's gotten smaller.
I think so. I think if I had saved the 39-cent cheeseburger and compared it to the $3.39 cheeseburger, it'd probably be smaller than that one back then. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
We're getting ripped off. Who do we phone about this stuff? Because this is ridiculous.
I don't think anybody cares.
Oh, it just drives me nuts. Anyway, we digress into things. So how's your summer been? What you been doing all summer?
Well,
all July.
Yeah, all July. Well, kind of June, July. I don't know. Summer it just seems to go by faster the older you get. Do you agree with that?
Well, it does. I mean, when we were kids, if I remember correctly, when I was a kid, summer lasted forever.
I know.
Now here we are halfway through, and it feels like it hasn't even started.
Like school is going to start in
a
month.
You're right. I saw on TV the other day.
Back to school.
I
know.
I thought, come on, that's not right.
It is.
It's not fair.
It's not
But
fair.
Anyway, it was on there.
Except for those parents that can't wait for their kids to go back to school.
By the end of July, my mom always used to say, I would phone her 3 days after summer holidays started and go, I'm bored. And she'd be like, so she sent me to camp or to the lake all summer, and that's where I hung out. But anyway, Yeah, it's been, but you've had a busy summer so far because you have been a sports mom.
Well,
Tell us.
The seasons don't really end. It flows from
No, I
one
know,
season to
but
another.
you have been a sports mom. This has been a summer of. Tell us
The
what
summer
you have been doing.
Of baseball.
Baseball.
Yes,
But
and-
not just baseball.
No. Well,
I
sadly have been voluntold.
That's
or
what
was
she says,
voluntold.
yes.
I did not volunteer.
Yes.
As the baseball team manager.
Your son's baseball team manager.
Yes.
You're the manager.
Yes.
You're
And I
the
thought,
team manager.
What can there be to being a team manager?
Exactly.
Boy, was I wrong.
Well, what does a manager? But
Okay, first of all, I had no clue what I was doing. Like, no clue.
most people don't. They probably just think, "What does a team manager
I
do? You
know.
just
You
go to
do-
the game."
No, you don't.
No.
You have to do everything from like scheduling
Right.
to letting all of your team know what's happening. Can I just say the worst thing?
Yes.
Please don't hate me, people. The worst thing that's ever happened to sports parents is the group team chat.
The group team. Oh, for the good old days when there was no group chat, right? Yeah. That's great. The group team chat.
And people say,
okay.
I didn't see it in the chat.
So
I didn't see it here. Or what about this? And it's just
Pay
constant.
attention, people.
It's constant.
Read the chat.
Read
Anyway,
the chat.
I love it because you come into the office every week with wonderful news stories of your baseball weekend.
So
And you've been
see
stung by a bee.
Well, you see the province of Alberta.
Yeah, you've been all
So
over.
That is a good part. You get to see all kinds of small little
Towns.
Yeah, and larger
But-
centers.
But you've been stung by a bee. You've been attacked by garbage.
Attacked by garbage.
You had to clean bathroom.
Yes.
These are the things people don't know.
They don't know
about being
And actually, it wasn't a bee. It was a wasp.
a wasp.
Yeah.
Worse. That's
let's
worse.
talk about it. I don't want to slag the bees because it wasn't.
No,
a bee.
I love the bees. You
Yeah,
know I love the
I
bees.
know.
The bees are my friends.
The wasps are
The
not
wasps
nice.
are evil.
They're
They
evil.
are.
I know.
They're as a result of the fall of man. We have wasps.
We do.
They're ugly.
The world will end and there will be wasps.
No, I agree. It'll nuclear disaster, and the only things left will be those ugly little wasps. Anyways, where did you get stung Where'd you get stung?
Ankle.
In your ankle.
Yeah.
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 The very sensitive spot
Eh?
on one's
Yeah.
human anatomy.
What happens?
You got stung there. Mm-hmm. And garbage.
Yes. So little did I know that when you host baseball.
Yes.
So this is a little different than what I was used to in recreational baseball because it's AA baseball.
Right.
So it's competitive.
Right.
So you would host multiple teams on a weekend. You just don't play one game.
Right.
And so it's kind of like a mini tournament. That's what you
Every
play.
weekend.
Or
every second
Yes,
weekend.
basically.
Yeah.
And when you host, you're responsible for everything that weekend.
Right.
From taking out the garbage to cleaning the facility
Taking out
bathrooms.
everybody's garbage
Yeah.
or the garbage at the field.
The garbage at the field.
You got to get rid of that.
Yes.
Where you take that to?
Well, there's a dumpster.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
do.
But you have to do it.
We have to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Clean the bathrooms.
See, this is I don't get this one. Cleaning the bathrooms.
I know. I don't understand.
Why
that
does
one
the
either.
team manager have to clean the
I
bathrooms?
agree.
I don't. Well, where does that come from?
Where do my tax dollars go?
Exactly.
Like seriously.
Did you get paid to clean the bathrooms?
Oh,
No, of course not.
No.
Okay. Wow.
This job is more hours than my full-time job, I feel some days.
I got nothing to say about that
I
right
know.
at this moment. But anyway, you got a wagon.
I did.
You got a wagon.
I did. At
And
Costco.
your team manager wagon.
It's important to have a wagon. My family made fun of me.
What's in your wagon?
Everything's in my wagon.
Well, I know you just tell us what's in your wagon.
Well, sometimes you have to haul things from the field to like the parking lot and
Yeah.
vice versa. But it's a long ways.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need to bring a table.
Table.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to bring your chairs.
Right.
You need to bring your first aid kit. the
Gotta have first aid.
coolers.
The
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah.
Most important, the cooler.
water for the team.
That's right. Yeah. Wow.
It's a lot.
So you got your managerial wagon.
I do.
That's pretty cool. And you manage the team.
I do.
And this weekend,
We're in provincials.
you're in the provincials.
Yes.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
And then it's done.
Wow. You can do it next year?
No,
What?
never again.
Never.
Well, baseball, yes, but not team manager.
You're not going to be a team
I
manager.
will not.
You're just
no.
going.
I'm just going.
You're just going to be
I'm
you're going to be a
gonna
mom.
The sit back parent.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who yells at the ump. But
No,
yeah,
don't
no,
do that.
you don't yell at the ump. That's
No.
good for you, because that's not nice.
No,
Those poor
it's
little
not my
umps.
place.
They're not little umps,
No.
but those poor umps, yeah. All right, so, wow, okay, and, wow, that's incredible.
And you?
Well, I mean, it's been summer, so I took a little vacation. Don't normally do that, but I took a little vacation.
did.
Yeah, and we went to Toronto.
Tell us about Toronto.
Well, Toronto was kind of, I'm not a big fan of the East. No offense. No offense. I probably shouldn't say that,
Don't
because
say that.
I know, because people get upset. But anyway, I'm a Western boy. So anyway, but we went to Toronto. My wife's mom had her 90th birthday, and so we had a big dinner. But then my daughter and I, we took off and we went to Toronto and we toured around. And so on July 1st, Canada Day, big celebration in Canada, July 1st, we went to a Toronto Blue Jays.
I love the Toronto Blue
I
Jays.
do too. It was awesome. And it
love
was
going to
awesome.
ball games.
The game was incredible. And when the people around us where we were sitting, we had great seats, found out we were from Edmonton. Wow, man, they treated us like we were like from some foreign country or something. And they were like, can we get you this? Can we do that? They were telling us what was going on next, what was going to happen. But Jennifer, let me tell you, it was one of the best Canada Day celebrations I've ever seen.
Why?
It was incredible, the show they put on there at the stadium.
What made it
Well,
so
they had
special?
this flag, this Canadian flag. I'm not kidding you. It took like 300 people to bring this flag onto the field, and then at the right moment when the music started, they unfurled across the field this massive Canadian flag.
How long do you think that takes to practice?
I don't know.
Practice?
The lady next to me, she was a running commentary for me, and she's like, "Okay, there's like 300 people out there. Okay, on the queue, they're all gonna run. Okay, they're all coming out." And I'm like, "Thank you very much." And then it happened, and it was like, and if one guy tripped and went down, he'd be under the flag. There'd be no getting out
Be
till the
stuck.
flag. Anyway, then then all of a sudden the Canadian snowbirds, that's like
That's cool.
the Blue Angels flight
Yeah.
team, they came flying over the stadium. That was amazing. And then we sang "O Canada," and it was like, oh man, the hair on my arms was standing up. I got to be honest, I was very proud at that moment to be a Canadian.
Well,
It was pretty cool.
I think we should all be proud to be Canadian.
Yes, I was just saying at
I
that
know.
moment, I was proud to be a Canadian.
Well, just saying.
And so it was great. It was a lot of fun.
That's good.
I loved
And then
it.
what did you do?
Well, I'd never been to Niagara Falls, so we went to Niagara Falls. So we went to Niagara, which is a city or a town, or I'm not really sure, one of
It's
those.
kind of like a mini Vegas, don't you think?
We park the car and we get out, and it's like walking through Vegas. They got like Ripley's Believe It or Not, the hairiest woman in the world. They got like all these stores and shops and all this kind of stuff, flashing lights, all that
It's
kind of
very
stuff.
touristy.
Very touristy,
Yes.
very. And then you walk down the hill, you follow everybody. You're like, it's a whole crowd going down the hill towards the falls. And then you get to a point and poof, there they are, the falls.
And you told me you weren't impressed.
Well, my actual comment was, that's it. And my daughter wasn't happy with that
No.
comment. But I guess because I'd heard so much about it.
built it up in
I
your
wanted
mind.
to be so impressed. And I wasn't. I was underwhelmed.
Oh.
It was like, I thought the drop of the water was like far more, and then it wasn't. And I can see why those guys in the barrels never did that, because they'd crash on those rocks and die right there. But nonetheless, and so I thought, oh, but then
She told you to look over.
I looked over to the Canadian side. So the Niagara Falls are on the U.S. side. I looked over to the Canadian side of the falls. That's called the Horseshoe Falls. Unbelievable. Those are massive. The drop on those falls, unbelievable. And so we walked down there. It is impressive. It is absolutely impressive. I was so impressed with the Canadian side. Not the, no offense.
No offense.
To the Americans. I love you guys. I was born on July 4th. But underwhelmed.
Yes.
But the Canadian side, overwhelmed. Incredible.
And you went to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
That's right. So, yeah. So we went to the... Oh, and you know what else? Okay. So we went to the Hockey Hall of Fame, and that was fun because I love hockey. I could have spent all day there. And we walked around there, and we got our picture taken with the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
But I'm just going to let you in on a little something here. I probably shouldn't say this. I'm not going to be... The Hall of Fame probably won't like me for this. But anyway, did you know that team that won the cup this year down in the U.S.? We won't say their name because we're in Edmonton and we're Oilers fans and we lost. But they cracked the cup They put a crack. Because did you know that every player gets the Stanley Cup for one day?
Yes, I do.
They travel. They can go anywhere they want.
know.
They get the cup for a day.
Yes.
And one of them cracked the cup. Anyway, so here we are at the Hockey Hall of Fame, my daughter and I, and you wait in this long line.
Get your picture.
To get your picture. Finally, you get to the cup. You get there, you're standing there, and I look up, and there's no crack in the cup. So as we're exiting, I say to the usher lady, I say, hey, is that the real Stanley Cup? And she says, she's whispering, because she doesn't want anybody, you don't want panic. She's like, it's a facsimile. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, just so you told me. But I'm not telling anybody that. I want them to think that my picture with the cup is real. But anyway, now I told everybody.
Now you've told the world.
So yeah. So anyways, so that was really fun. That was really cool. We got to do that, and that was a lot of fun. And you know the other thing we did? We went to the top of the CN Tower.
You did?
Yeah.
See, you know what? Every time we've gone to Toronto, we always debate, do we go to the top?
Yeah.
And you know why we don't? 'Cause
Why?
I don't want to wait in line.
No, there was no line.
Oh, so
we just.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
Every
well,
time we go,
there was a line
huge
for
line.
security. You got to go through security because, anyway, I won't get into that. But it was unbelievable. It was incredible. It was amazing. It was, that's tall. That's high.
It's very high.
It's way up there.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Can I just say the tallest I've gone is
Yeah.
the Calgary Tower?
Well, that's pretty tall.
Well, back in the day,
That was tall.
we used to go on summer vacations
Yeah.
to Calgary
Yeah.
to visit family.
Husky Tower.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
And it was, at that time, the tallest
Yeah.
building in Calgary.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No.
But back in the day.
I remember seeing it. It was huge. The cool thing at the CN Tower is they have a glass floor.
Oh, see,
and you can look.
that would make me nauseous. I couldn't do it.
It's pretty incredible.
No.
It's pretty awesome. So yeah. And after we left Niagara Falls, we went to an outlet mall.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It was there. So we went, and I bought a shirt at the Old Navy because I thought it was a good deal. Till I got back to Edmonton and went to the Old Navy at the mall, and it was the same price.
Well, and you know what? By the time we paid
I
provincial
know.
sales tax,
I know it was
you'd probably be better
I
off
paid
to buy
more.
it here.
I paid more at the outlet mall than I did at the thing.
I know.
So
But
anyway,
we all still go.
I know because it's the outlet mall. You think you're getting a deal, but I didn't get a deal. But anyway, it is what it is.
You know what? That takes me back to summertime. We used to travel to the U.S.
Yeah.
We used to go to Great Falls, Montana.
Oh, that was a big deal going into the
Because
U.S.
It was only 45 minutes
Yeah.
to the U.S. border.
Yeah.
And that's back then, the dollar was actually pretty decent.
Sometimes it was on par.
I know. Remember those
Yeah. It was like, for people who don't understand what we're saying, there's an exchange rate of currencies.
Yes, correct.
And right now, the Canadian dollar
it's
is at,
terrible.
well, it's at,
73?
so it's at like 30 some percent. So it's for every dollar we spend in the U.S., we're actually spending $1.30.
Right.
Yeah. So,
right.
but back then, it was on par.
Yes. It was pretty, it was amazing.
It was
to go
cool,
to.
yeah.
You actually got deals.
Yes.
So this was before. People won't understand this. The younger generation won't understand this because all those stores in the U.S. are in Canada now.
Yeah. But back then, they weren't.
Back then,
it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. So we used
Yeah.
to go back to school shopping
Yeah.
because it was really important to have outfits that, nobody else got.
Exactly.
And so you'd look really cool.
You did, because they couldn't buy them in Canada.
I know. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, where did you get that?
I know.
But the best part of it was, now, I know they brought Payless shoes to Canada, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same as the U.S. Payless.
Yeah, I don't even remember the Canadian one, but I do remember the U.S. one for
so
sure.
we used to go down and buy like 7 pairs of shoes at one time. It was great.
Great price, great
Great
shoes.
price.
Never had them in Canada.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How'd you get them across?
Oh, we won't tell that story.
Come on.
No.
I would.
No.
We used to put them on and walk around the parking lot. And then the border guy would look at them and go, he'd think they were worn, so we didn't have to pay duty.
Well, that's true.
Border CSB, don't come looking for me. That was a long time
That
ago.
was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Anyway.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But that was summer. I mean,
Yeah.
that used to be great. But now you can pretty much get everything
I know.
shopping wise.
I know.
Up here.
Or through Amazon
Or
or
through-
wherever.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's not the same allure as it was.
It was
Going to
not.
the States was always fun. And especially we used to go to the outlet malls in the States.
Oh,
and they were
amazing
amazing.
deals.
Unbelievable. I remember I used to go to the Polo store and buy polo shirts.
I know.
Because they were really cheap. Or the Converse
Yes.
running shoe store and get my Converse. But
But now outlet malls, it really isn't.
no, it's not that big deal anymore.
No.
So anyway, and then we went to so we went to the outlet store, and then we went to the St. Lawrence Market in Toronto. That was awesome. Massive market, and vegetables and fruit and meats and all kinds of really cool stuff. The only sad part is we couldn't, we can't bring a lot of that home, but that was an amazing place. I love that. And they had these great little places that sold. I had this chicken parm sandwich. It was unbelievable. I loved it. It was phenomenal. It was just awesome. It was great. And yeah, we did that. And then that was about it. We came home.
So did you rent a car when you
were in Toronto? We rented a car, drove all around. Yep.
And
I'm just gonna say this: that Toronto traffic is the worst. It is the worst. It is like it's always rush hour. Always. It's just like 24/7 rush hour. Here in Edmonton, we have rush hour maybe for like an hour a day, sometimes maybe a little bit more. There, it's just always bumper, car to car. It's unbelievable. I hated every moment of it.
Can I say there's rush hour sometimes in beautiful downtown Acheson?
There is, but around 4:00.
Yeah.
When the people get off work. Yeah. But that lasts for like 15 minutes because everyone wants to get home. In Toronto, it's like everyone has to get home all the time.
All hours of the day.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. I couldn't handle it.
Because I don't think people can afford to live in Toronto, so they live in all the surrounding areas.
Can I just say thank God for air conditioning?
Yeah.
Because you're sitting in the car. There's no accident. There's no. It's
just sheer volume, right?
There's no construction on the road. It's ridiculous. So that was the worst part of the trip. That part I didn't like very much.
No, I agree.
But other than that, and then we came home and spent the rest of July here in beautiful downtown. In Edmonton and downtown Acheson. So that's been great. So
okay,
but hey, you have a great Well,
I do.
Tell us. I love this story.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it's just cool. What happened to you?
I've never experienced this before. So we go to northern Saskatchewan for a week every summer. It's pretty remote to go fishing.
Yeah.
And while we were across a lake, I look across this island area, and I thought, is that fog? What's happening? It was smoke. A forest fire started.
Come on.
Yes.
You saw a forest fire up close. Start.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
For people who don't like wherever you're living here in Canada, where we live on the prairie provinces, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba.
Especially northern.
Yes. We have a lot of forest fires every year.
Sure
do. The fires rage, like a lot of forest fires.
Yeah.
So you saw it start.
We did. So there was...
How did it start?
Well, I don't know. There was a storm the night before. So I'm thinking probably lightning had smoldered, and then the wind picked up.
Right.
And there it was. And it grew. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Wow. So by the next day, you got out of you were it was on an island.
It was kind of on an island, so we weren't worried about being like evacuated or anything because they were just going to probably let it burn out on the lake. But still, it was really incredible to see.
And people, again, if you don't live around here, when we have forest fires, it gets very dark, smoky, very smoky. You can smell it. And it's hard to breathe sometimes.
It is.
And to the point where sometimes they have to cancel like outdoor kids camps and stuff like that.
They do for air quality. Yes.
Yeah, for air quality. Yes. Yeah. So like this year we've been lucky in Alberta. Saskatchewan's getting hit much harder.
So was Manitoba.
And so is Manitoba. But we're very lucky so far. But we've still got 2 months.
I was going to say summer isn't over.
Yeah, it isn't over yet. So anyway, we're thankful for that. But yeah, wow. You know what? That's just incredible stuff to see that. Like
it really is something. And you know what? Yeah, and we're going to throw a picture up on, our social media, the Coffee in the Park, just to show the difference because I kind of took some time-lapse pictures and the smoke. Remember, you and I read a book.
Yeah.
About forest fires. Yeah. And what they do, and you don't really quite understand it, but even the cloud formations, it's just so different. It's almost its own weather system.
It's it is in itself. It becomes its own weather system, and so that's just par for the course for the prairie provinces is forest fires in summer, and that's what happens. And today's clear, so I'm a little bit clear, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, it's hard to believe. Summer's almost over.
There's back to school commercials.
I know, and it's just like, come on, people, we just started. Like, how come? And you said this earlier. When we were kids, summer seemed to last forever.
It did last forever.
Now it doesn't.
Because we're old.
We're old.
And now
we're old. And
everything
summer starts.
goes by really really fast.
It's like, is it August already? Yes. Like, it's just like,
and
yeah.
Then I do know a lot of parents and are like, it's back to school
they're
starting yet?
They're very, I know. Yeah. They're very thankful.
They're tired of their kids.
Well, it's like my mom, my poor mom, 3 days after school was over, I'm phoning her going, I'm bored. What can I do? So she'd ship me off to the lake for the whole summer. But nonetheless, I mean, yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's crazy how fast it goes. It's just
every year.
And so August is coming. What's in store for August?
What is in store for August? You know what? Again, I think it's just going to go by so fast. And the next thing, okay, I have something to tell you. You're not going to like this.
Uh-oh.
I was driving through beautiful downtown Acheson the other day.
Yeah.
The leaves.
Oh, hey, don't say it.
I'm
don't
sorry.
Don't say it.
I'm
don't
sorry.
say it.
Some of the trees have yellow leaves.
It's just too early. It's too early for that. I mean, seriously, today is still July. It's still July. But yeah, man, I can't believe it. I thought you were going to tell me like you saw a dead gopher on the road or something. But
well, let's talk about that for a minute.
Gophers on the road. Acheson it's our national, actually in beautiful downtown Acheson, it's our national, what do you call that? It's our animal, our national. It's on our coins. We don't have any coins, but it's on our coins.
No, but I
the
feel
gopher.
That in the spring, it's a little busier in Acheson.
Yeah.
Summertime, once people go on vacation, I feel the gophers get braver.
They do.
It's like they know. Other than like rush hour, traffic is like they take their leisurely time crossing the road.
I know. They do, and if you've ever watched and we watch them here in Acheson because we see them they're all over the place. They stand on the edge of the road.
They do.
And they look both ways like 200 times, and then they run. What I don't understand is they look both ways 200 times, and then a semi takes them out.
But you know what?
They were looking both ways, gopher. Like, you got to see the semi coming.
But in the summer, they don't race across the road. Like,
they
the
just
other
stand
day,
there.
one was kind of like leisurely strolling across.
I know.
I'm like, you brave soul.
I know. I think you're right. They get complacent. They get gopher complacent.
They do.
So anyway, they're nice we see them all around and they're nice to look at. And like I say, they're our beautiful downtown Acheson national animal. We should get t-shirts with it. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We should get t-shirts with a gopher on it. That would be really funny, actually. Anyway, we should do that.
There's something.
But yeah, so that's been our summer, folks. So far, that's what it is. Just a little bit of update. If you're wondering what we've been up to, that's what we've been up to. And thanks for listening to our podcast every week. We still got podcasts coming all of August.
We do.
So they're coming. So don't not tune us out. We want you to listen. And it's exciting. I'm really excited about it. So thanks everybody for listening. Really appreciate it. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell the people you work with. If you don't have any friends, make one so you can tell them about the podcast. Tell your enemies. And wherever you get your podcasts or at
www.achesonbusiness.com.
That's right. So thanks everybody for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone.